So guys, of the 3 pairs of shoes you're looking at right now, there is only 1 pair that you shouldn't ride in. The other 2 are actually motorcycle shoes, and these are from Moto Bailey. Now guys, I was considering doing a video where I just stand in front of the camera and I talk to you about these cool shoes, but instead, I think I'm just gonna put them on and go for a ride and we talk about them there because I think they're actually pretty cool shoes and I think a lot of you guys will find them really valuable. So I'm gonna get them on, get some gear on, and we are going to head out into the wild two-wheeled yonder.
Do you guys see these things? Straight fancy, man. My class meter just went up at least 2 to 3 points. Alright, so guys, the Moto Bailey shoes, what's awesome about these shoes is they fill the gap of, oh my good God, the Atlanta city needs to fill all the gaps on this road. So they fill the gap of shoes that you can't tell these are riding shoes. So guys, what I love about these Moto Bailey shoes is I think they're the first motorcycle shoe that you legit cannot tell is a motorcycle shoe. Like, somebody walking around would have no clue that these are like Kevlar lined riding boots. So the whole purpose of these Moto Baileys is to kind of bridge the gap between gear that's functional and gear that looks like gear. Because so much of motorcycle gear, you know, especially boots, it is very obvious what it is. Compare this riding boot, this is one of my Alpine Stars racing boots, and these are the Moto Baileys. Can you see the difference? Giant, bulky, black, these things, leather, Kevlar lined, you can't tell, but they look like dress shoes, and they are freaking dope. They're also really comfortable. I was really surprised. I've got a nice pair of dress shoes. You saw them in the beginning of the video, and those are an expensive pair of shoes, and so are these, but they're not Kevlar lined. Now, I will go ahead and throw out at the very beginning, these shoes are upwards of $200, so they're not going to be a cheap pair of boots, but I mean, I've been riding in them for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and they still look brand new, so I'm thinking they're going to hold up pretty well. I mean, I would hope so for $200, but they seem just like a really nice pair of shoes, and then you find out they're Kevlar lined, you can ride your motorcycle with them. It's a pretty good setup. That's a one-way road, and I almost turned onto it. That would have made the video slightly more interesting. Oh, it sucks having a good engine and Brembo brakes. But yeah, guys, these shoes bridge this gap of motorcycle gear because I personally am a huge fan of motorcycle gear that doesn't look anything like motorcycle gear, because I feel like there's a barrier to entry with motorcycling where you want a motorcycle, but you don't want to have to buy all this gear for that one purpose. You know, you don't want to buy a jacket that is literally to ride in, and you don't want to buy a jacket that you can't wear anywhere else. These shoes are a perfect example of shoes that you can buy and you have no clue they're motorcycle shoes. Like, you could legit buy these for your oh my god, I really don't like that curve being right there. You can legit buy these shoes as your kind of dress shoes, and then, like, who's to know if they're Kevlar lined or not, you know what I mean? So they have multi-purpose, and I feel like that's a huge thing that motorcycle companies really need to start considering when they're creating gear. Like, gear doesn't need to look like riding gear, you know what I mean? I will also say, because I know some of you guys are going to be curious, I was not paid by Moto Bailey. They simply sent me the shoes. I actually didn't think I would like them because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, most of the time I'm wearing Converse or, you know, Chuck Taylors or something. That's kind of like my it's kind of like my style, the thing I wear the majority of the time. So I was like professional looking shoes for riding? Okay, I'll check them out. And then once I wore them, that's when they kind of sank in of like, holy shit, I actually really like the shoes. On top of them making you look straight sharp, oh, I love the look of them. I absolutely love the look of them. They're also a little higher up on your ankle, so you have ankle protection. I mean, it's a legit shoe. Now, I will say, the demographic that's probably looking at these shoes is probably the middle to older age where you have like an office job. Like the fact that you could wear these, go ride in them, and then you could also go to a fancy job with these things on. And I think their thing on the website, oh my good lord, nope, not gonna go at all. Shit. Hey, at least I've got protective shoes on. I would have been safe. Oh man, I almost got plowed by a cop. So the whole thing on Moto Bailey's website is like the shoe you can go ride in and then go to the bar in and then go to work in. And it really does seem like that. You know, it's amazing that nobody thought about throwing Kevlar into a fancy shoe, like a fancier style shoe, and calling it a riding shoe. Like, I don't know how nobody did that until now, but like, kudos to you, man. If you guys go check their website out, their copy, like the text on their website, is absolutely hilarious. I love companies that don't take themselves too seriously. Just go read some of the description stuff on their website. It's a pretty good time. Oh, I will also add that so I was wearing them around the house the other day, and Heather randomly came into the garage, and I was, you know, wearing them and walking around because not only do I want to get a feel for them for riding shoes, I also want to see how good they are with just walking around, because I don't want to recommend them as multi-purpose shoes to you guys and then they'd be like really uncomfortable to walk around in. So I'm just wearing them around the house, and Heather comes up and she's like, she looks at me, she's like, where did you get those shoes? And I was like, these are riding shoes. And she was just like, what? All right, so motorcycle gear manufacturers, and I could just be speaking from me, so read the comments, but I highly recommend you start creating motorcycle gear that doesn't look so much like motorcycle gear. I'm pretty sure there's a good market for it. I'm one of those people, and I recommend it. I've now got the shoes. Icon makes a legit pair of denims that you can't tell are riding denims. So now I just need to find a good shirt. I need a shirt with protection, not a jacket. And I know it won't be super safe, but I need like a legit, like a flannel or something. If I can get that, dude, I'll have my whole setup down to look like clothes. I'm excited to watch the motorcycle gear game advance and you know, create these new niches of gear. Regardless, I'm getting off the point of Moto Bailey's. That's the whole point of the video, is to show you guys these shoes and go through this yellow light. Or a red light, as it turned out. Oh, that's my nuts. That's what I get. You know, I came to downtown so I could ride around in like all the big buildings with all the people with professional jobs, and I was hoping I could like fit in or something. I don't know if that really works. You know, the whole book bag might be throwing it off. Otherwise, I think I nailed it. Check out the license plate on the BMW. What the hell is that? You are not from America, sir. What is happening with that car? They got a GoPro on the front too. So anyways, guys, that's Moto Bailey's. I just wanted to kind of show them off to you. So far, they've been really good. I've been riding with them for like 3 weeks. Not really a full review. I guess I don't really know how to review boots for a full review, but I think they're pretty awesome. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there would love to know about a motorcycle riding boot that looks like dress shoes. I think a lot of you guys are probably could probably use those, especially if you have a more, you know, professional kind of corporate job and you actually like riding to work. I mean, dude, a pair of nice shoes could cost $200. At least this way they're Kevlar lined, so if you wreck, you're a little better off. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about the Moto Bailey's down in the comments. And also, what do you guys, how do you feel about riding gear that looks like normal clothes? Are you guys as excited about that kind of thing as I am. I don't know if I'm the only guy. I want to make sure I'm not a minority in that. Anyways, guys, thanks for riding around with me. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you dislike the video, let me know in the comments why, and hit that dislike button if you so choose. I'm Chaseontwowheels, and I will see you guys on the next video, which will be a Thursday, Tuesday, or Friday, like every week. Alright, and I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys are out safe. Later. I did that for no apparent reason, only because I could.